Now you'll never see any of them. Sucks, X. He's being a bum. Well, I guess it's time to let him live out on the street then. That barrier! There's a powerful magical spell blockading this area. Mick Raunchy with the resub! Thank you very much, my friend! We get to eat a bean. This one is going to be either toothpaste or berry blue. Berry blue. Excellent. Look at that. We're having good luck with beans today. Card expired. That would explain it. How you doing, McLaunchy? Are you excited? Excited? Are you up for doing more FFD&D this weekend? I hate all the bad ones. Unfortunately, in the last thing, that was not the other thing. Not FFD&D, Dying Light. Dying Light. We're not doing FFD&D this weekend. My brain got my things crossed. Who's powerful enough to put up a spell that's strong? Okay, actually, I gotta check with the Discord real quick and find out when Fluffy is available for Borderlands, because if it's this weekend, I might have to do Borderlands this weekend. Let me send him a message real quick. Fluffy McFluff, where are you? There you go. Okay. We sent out the notifications. I don't know of anyone in the Order, or in all of Latan for that matter, who could do this. In order for a human to have enough power to cast a spell, I'm betting whoever casts a spell sacrificed a lot of human souls to do it. So what do we do now? We can't get through this barrier on our own. Let us proceed to Fhargen. We should be able to gain some information from the townsfolk. That's right! We have Hannibal's letter! Let's go meet the Chief of Fhargen. You didn't like the PC port of BioShock Remastered? What was wrong with it? Most people I know don't have any issues with it.
This is for you.
I actually haven't played BioShock yet. Much to the contention of one of my friends, they did not care for it. So, McWatchy, today we were talking about the overall community in MMOs and
you had no chance.
The type of people you tend to meet in them, as well as we were talking about we were talking about Banum Mark. Yeah. But we were also talking about what do you prefer when you play RPGs? Do you like overworld enemies, like enemies you can see on the map like this? Or do you like random encounters? Crash all the time pros? I think that might be just a you problem. You like to be able to avoid all things, so overworld map. Alright, can we not have you do some bullshit? Okay, good, he's confused. I have a chance of surviving now. Why do you... See, they do a fuck ton of damage to me, but if they attack each other, they do not, like, nothing. I've heard the exact opposite. Guess I'll find out, because I also have the PC version. Look at that. That's bullshit. Now, McRaunchy, would you consider playing through all of the Dragon Quest games? Hey, excellent. That's what I like to hear.
Taste my blade!
Some really good points for Dragon Quest 1 to 3 on the Switch. You can get them pretty cheap too. I got them for like $3.
You can't handle this.
Unfortunately, 4, 5, and 6 require a DS, but if you wanted to play them, I could just lend you mine. I think the remake of 3 is... Okay, so I wanted a remake of 3 that was done in the same graphics engine as Dragon Quest XI, or better. But the Octopath one does look absolutely gorgeous, so I'm excited for it. Oh no! Yeah, the mob station isn't great. I'm sorry.
Don't stare now.
Yeah, these guys gotta die, because they're scary.
Yeah!
No better time than now. FF14's fantastic.
Your fate is sealed!
You are not wrong, sir. Oh, you're dead. Why do these guys keep critting me? Is it because they're using a fucking lead pipe?
Eat this.
Why are you not dead?
Taste my blade! We're done here.
Hey, Gelt's leveled up! Alright, most of my people who took damage leveled up. They absolutely do make terrible account management sites. Agreed. Big agree. Oh my god. So, my hero is doing 30k because I have the 30k sword. This legendary weapon of the ancients is capable of causing 30,000 points of damage. It's not actually doing 30,000 points of damage, it just says it's doing 30,000 points of damage. It's a troll weapon. That is decently strong despite being a troll weapon. Yeah. It got a laugh out of me. I need 10 more skill points to unlock this one. Because the game insists on making me fight these. Alright, hang on.
Oh yeah.
Damn it. This is gonna hurt. Well, at least I have enough to do this, though.
Here I go!
Alright, and you can just quick fix on Lyric.
You'll like this!
Because your damage sucks, so... I'm glad I quick fixed Lyric.
Don't stare now.
There you go. Alright.
Take this!
Kill the Yeti. But yeah, it's actually a really decent weapon, it is. But it also isn't actually doing 30k. But it's one of the funnier gimmick weapons I've had in a game, so I'll do it. I'll accept it.
Best.
No, you're not. The other gimmick weapon in this game was Leduc here using Killian as a great club.
For my next trick.
Let's go!
I actually have no way of killing any of these dudes, so...
Watch this!
The Incredible Adventures of Van Helsing? That's a Diablo-style game? I'm really glad I lowered their crit chance. Killian survived because of that.
Take this. Let's do that again.
Post the sale notice on the Discord, so I'll remember to look at it later. Speaking of which, Mark, I checked out that game that you were talking about the other day, and it looks interesting. The Battle Chasers Night War? Why am I fighting hikers? Because they're undead.
You'll like this!
You're gonna pay.
Yeah, Battle Chasers Night War.
You should have retreated.
It looks really interesting, so I added it to my list of games that I want to play. Alright, so that should be everything in this area. Sorry guys, I need to get some skill points, so... There we go. Oh, you can learn Great to God. Alright. $120, $120, $120. Disease shield. Plague immunity for one ally. Okay. I'll just get my birthday present now. It's very much worth playing. It's multi as well. Well, I'll definitely check it out. Alright, now you. Your highest is... Your lowest is probably 70. 70. 150. Alright, so we're gonna work on that one for her. I guess we're going back this way. Oh shit, there's still no enemy here. I didn't realize this was here. No, no wolves! Wolves are horrible! Her quips and one-liners are amazing.
It's magic hour.
Will they use the Jack and Daxter title letters? You know, Jack and Daxter is another game series I've never played. What's that other one? Ratchet and Clank. I've never played those either.
It's my turn!
Back when every system had to have a Ratchet and Clank or Jack and Daxter or the raccoon that Trife likes, Sly Cooper.
What's more?
Do you guys recommend those games?
Goes.
Spyro the Dragon. I never really played Spyro the Dragon either. I got a lava bracelet. What the fuck's a lava bracelet? This accessory increases its wearer's resistance to fire attacks. Sure. Yeah, Spyro's a collectathon. It's one of those types of games. But there's nothing wrong with that. Hey there. Well, Nero, the most famous peddler in the world. There's a monster in the snowy mountains to the north that is as powerful as he is cruel. Encounters like that are when my products truly prove their worth. Ah, you have a discerning eye. Alright. Even ambrosia, everything is... Okay. I'm being ambushed. Oh, I kind of want that. Reduces wearer's MP use by 50%. I want that as well. Allows its wearer to escape from battle. Why are your tents so expensive, dude? Didn't mess with it at all. I have the remaster. I have it for Xbox One and I have it for PC. I like the music here, but that's. Oh yeah, the first Crash game. I was having fun with it until I got to that level. You know the one, the bridge. I didn't quit. I did end up beating the level. I just fucking cheated. I just ran along the ropes and got to the end.
It's magic hour.
Yeah. I do plan to go back to it.
You'll like this.
I actually need to try the other three in the collection as well. Alright, Leduc. Finish off this fucking wool. Or don't. Do you like Crash Racing? I think Crash Racing tends to be hit or miss for people. People either really, really love it, or they really hate it. I never really got into racing games. Like, I'm not even really into Mario Kart or anything. If I play a racing game, it'll be the karting games like Mario Kart. But I never really got into them. Sonic All-Stars was better? I never played All-Stars.
Jerk. That's why I'm the best.
Every time this music starts, I'm always thinking of something else that has the same, like, opening, like, type theme, and I can't put my finger on exactly what I'm thinking of. Oh, birds. Alright. Last time we fought birds, they weren't too bad.
Oh yeah.
Fortunately, these ones are much worse. Okay.
What's this?
Scary. We've only managed to kill. Oh fuck! No, I don't want to defend. God damn it! You play with some friends, 12-player lobbies. That sounds like a lot of fun, though. Okay.
What's this?
All right.
Oh yeah.
If I do ever successfully confuse one of these. I just wasn't getting anyone showing up to them, so... And I can't do throughout the week because I work. If my work hours ever change, I'll probably go back to doing them.
What's this?
But I agree, it is. Oh, come on!
Take this!
If the raid group ever broke, I would turn Sunday into community night.
Eat this.
That's how a chevalier handles business.
But I don't want that to happen, so. Your favorite RAC? What's an RAC game? I'm just gonna use a 10. Alright, so the birds here suck. I hate them. Oh, Ratchet and Clank. Okay. Yes. Thank you for the clarification. Reminder, haven't played any of them, so... is that the new one? Is it Crack in Time new? Reduce attack, defense, and crit for all enemies. It's a cross between Spinel and... Okay. That sounds really good, actually. I need 5 SP. No, X. I'm not asking anyone to justify it or anything. I'm just saying that it wasn't getting a lot of it. It wasn't getting a lot of people turning out, so that's why I stopped it. Besides, people already have a bunch of other things they do on Saturdays for community nights, so I just didn't have access to the same type of games that people wanted to play, I guess. Well, these things really didn't fucking like my character.
Yeah!
I do not like the enemies in this area. They hit really hard. I like how every area I go to just has like a whole bunch of new enemies that just go from doing more and more damage to my party.
That's how a chevalier handles business.
Alright. Speaking of your WoW habit, though, are you all ready to go for the next bit? Next one's coming out in 2 weeks. Are you excited for the next one?
For my next trick.
Oh, I actually successfully confused it. Alright. No, there's no point in having you attack.
You'll like this.
Missed some of the start. What are you guys rating tomorrow? Meg Theridin? Yeah, as I thought. Oh, TBT actually launches tomorrow. Okay. So you're ready for
What's this?
that.
Let's go!
This should kill all of them. Yeah.
We're done here.
Alright. Because listen to this track when the music first starts, and maybe somebody else will hear it too, but there's like... The first few notes remind me of like an actual like band's music. Rhino gun variation from the 3 you played was in 2. In 1 it was God Awful Grind. In 3, the final upgrade actually does less damage than the second 2, simply because the final upgrade hits the whole screen instead of just firing rockets. Now, the Rhino gun is like the big super gun in the game, right? Alright, Killian. 100, 120. 200. Yeah, it's short for rip you a new one. Alright. Alright guys, we're almost to the next town, which is Fhargen. Now, I'm probably not going to be able to afford any of the gear here. Before we buy anything, I just want to see the prices. I'm not going to buy anything yet because we might be able to find some stuff in the actual town itself. I live in Habsburg, but I've come all the way out here to buy the best weapon there is. What brings you to this old country? Cold country. There's going to be a hurricane here soon. How do I know? The force is telling me. Why is there a hurricane? How close to the ocean are you? They play Flight of the Valkyries in you. Alright. So, I can get this sword for 300,000 Gelders. Yeah, okay. And get this sword for 510,000. This legendary sword attacks with the power of the West Wind. This great sword possesses the soul of a legendary dragon. Its power is close to infinite. I was really excited to get my Catsbalger in Ragnarok Online. The 30,000 sword doesn't sell for 30,000. This incredible dagger has the fierce speed of the wind spirits. This staff was forged from orichalcum, a metal that can only be created through advanced alchemy. This enchanted hammer possesses the destructive force of a storm. In the hands of a master, this weapon can become truly devastating. It's so bad. This legendary glove has been blessed by the Lord of the Eastwind. The power of wind protects the wielder of this weapon. This sacred sword was blessed by the Lord of the North Wind and the power of 10 million men. I expect 30,000 apologies. What about a 30,000 page apology instead? Only if you write 30,000 different ways to say sorry. This protective armor is comprised of gold plates. It is very strong, heavy, but strong. This blessed armor is worn by the Radiant Crusaders. They just sell it there? This specialized weapon can be used for both covert action and epic warfare. This suit allows its wearer to windwalk in battle. Those who wear this magical garment will no longer require mana to use their skills. Oh. This silk garment was custom made for a great wizard lord. This type of armor is worn by the warrior priests of the Order of Light. This garment is bestowed upon the most elite fighters, but only after they pass an arduous test that you can just happen to buy here. This exotic robe imbues its wearer with the fearsome power of a deadly jungle cat. Yeah, can't afford any of that anyway. My grandson made the snowman. It's great, isn't it? He's gonna be a great sculptor someday. Who the fuck stands out? Do you guys ever have that old man who stood by the snowman in your town and just bragged about their grandson making it? Yeah, that was the thing. As you can see, I always have a cold because I'm so weak. That's why I'm a regular customer here. His name was Steve. Yep. It's best to warm yourself with a tasty potion. Is that what that did? What kind of medicine did my wife tell me to get? Uh-oh, I can't remember. Get your cell phone out, text her. Hey, you don't look so good. You might have a bad liver. What are you trying to say? I've always looked like this. You might have a bad liver. You guys ever have someone just like approach you and tell you look like you have a bad liver? You think she's a bit yellow in complexion? Welcome to Fhargen! It's my first time here as well. It feels like home. Why are you welcoming people if it's your first time here? He's just overly friendly.